Thomas Massey was saying to Tucker Carlson that people don't. He'd interviewed him, and he was like, "There's not like." It always goes back, Josh, to walking in the store without a mask on. It really does.
Hey, you can't keep talking about going to the grocery store. People in the comments, at least on the Blind account, were like, these guys seem like they're just really judgmental of people in the grocery store. I don't think they're making the grocery store a better place.
I love the grocery store. I love the people there. I talk to everybody at the grocery store.
Okay.
I'm sorry if it makes you mad. See, they're the one.
Somebody commented, it was just like, I don't think these guys are making the grocery store a better place. They seem very judgmental.
Well, I could say something, but I won't. So anyways, Thomas Massey was talking about how it's not like they have the theys have stuff on people. Like we think they've got to have their laptops. They've got to be spying on them to know all this stuff. He's like, it's not.
You think they have dirty details on all the politicians, and that's why the politicians just do what they're told?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's just like that.
That's just obvious.
That's at the back of people's minds. It's like you vote somebody in, they do the exact opposite of what they're going to say that they do.
Yeah.
So what?
Well,
do they have their children?
They haven't gotten the intelligence briefings. Okay?
That's right.
We can't. Our normie brains can't even fathom.
Right.
The depths of the genius.
Well, the
of our
interesting
government
thing
officials
was
once
that,
they get elected.
Well, Massey was saying, he was like, I've been to these and they don't really say anything. They just show you New York Times like articles and stuff. He was saying they're not really showing you much like on the. It was really weird, and he was saying it's not that.
So why do they do it? Why do
because they want to be popular, Josh. They vote they vote with like the uniparty because you're away from your family in DC. You're traveling there. You might live in Kentucky. You travel to Washington, D.C. You live in Nevada. You travel to Washington, D.C. And you're there for quite a while. And then you're away from your family and all this stuff. And then, he's like, you want to just be able to live a normal life when you're there and kind of maybe have some friends and like eat lunch with people and be liked, because as politicians, all they care about is being liked. So they're away from their audience, and now they're just with all these weirdos in D.C. and there's a whole weird culture there.
Yeah.
And so you just go along with whatever everybody's doing, because it's like, oh, I guess this is what all the cool people are doing. It's like you're in college. It's like you're in middle school.
So is there a deep state doing it, or is it just a cool kids table?
That's what
deep state cool kids table.
I don't know. But I'm just confused.
But it gives you hope?
Yeah, it gives me hope that it seemed, when he was talking, it just seemed so simple. It was like, no, it's not. It's just that like people just don't stand up. They just don't just do the right thing. And so this just happened. It's not that. And I was like, Massey, maybe you're just like the one innocent person in Congress, and so they just don't
so
talk
naive,
to you.
so pure.
Yeah, they're just like, leave him alone. He doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it
could be.
It both gave me hope and confused me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, maybe it's not as bad as I think, and it's literally just as simple as just being like, no, I don't think that we should shut down the country. I think we should all just say no. So maybe the deep state is scary if you want to be cool. And maybe they're not scary if you don't care if you're cool or not, and you just want to do the right thing. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know.
I really don't know. I don't know what I believe. It's like no matter what I decide about it or what I think about it, I end up seeing evidence that I would have to contort to fit that worldview. It's like, well, they can't be that competent because this stuff is happening. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they're just straight evil because this stuff is happening.
Or maybe there's just a few really super crazy evil people, and they know this very specific people that kind of influence a lot more, and so they have stuff on those people, and then those people are like the cool people, and then they kind of influence the rest of them. I don't know.
Like high school. Bunch of nerds.
Well, I mean, in college, there's all the fraternities and stuff, and they do bad stuff. They get some weird, like cultish, evil stuff sometimes.
I know,
so I don't know. Maybe they just continued. They just continue into that realm.
All right. So any predictions about?
No, I don't think it matters. I think it's so far gone that they're like, it doesn't matter. We don't care if it's Michelle or if it's Biden.
There was some vote somewhat recently. I wish I could remember what it was. It was some sort of like foreign aid military funding, and I think that the Republicans had said we're not voting for that unless something else, blah blah blah. I don't know. But then they just miraculously got exactly the number of votes they needed to pass it, like the exact number.
Oh, geez.
Of Republican. At that point, I was like, None of this is real. None of this matters. You're right. It's just like a uniparty. That doesn't give me hope. I mean, maybe it gives me hope that it's becoming so transparent. That does give me hope. Yeah, that's
the only thing that does give you hope. Yeah.
I hate you all.